America, the land of the free, home of the brave, and apparently the land of really disagreeing with each other. We're talking levels of division that would make a broken heart look like a unified masterpiece. Remember when we used to argue about the best flavor of ice cream? Now it's like we're arguing about whether ice cream should even exist. And the arguments just keep getting louder, angrier, and more ridiculous. A lot of this division started bubbling up before 2016, but that election was like shaking up a can of soda and then popping the top. Suddenly, everything exploded. Political differences became personal, families were torn apart, friendships went up in flames. It's like we forgot how to disagree without hating each other's guts. The 2024 election is happening right in the middle of this mess. And let's be honest, it's not exactly helping to calm things down. It's more like both sides brought their loudest, angriest friends to the party and gave them all microphones. So yeah, America's pretty divided right now. The question is, can we find a way to stitch ourselves back together? Or are we destined to become two completely separate countries? Maybe we can call them United States of Chill and United States of Not So Chill. Here's the thing about democracy, it's kind of like a bicycle. You can coast for a while, but eventually, you gotta pedal if you want to get anywhere. And right now, American democracy is looking a little wobbly. It's like we're trying to ride uphill with a flat tire and one hand tied behind our back. The 2024 election is a chance to decide what kind of ride we're going to have. Are we going to fix that flat tire, pump up our tires, and actually steer this thing? Or are we going to keep coasting until we crash and burn? This isn't just about who gets to live in the White House for 4 years. This is about the very idea of America. You know, the whole government of the people, by the people, for the people thing? That's on the line here. The stakes are high, people. Higher than a giraffe trying to dunk a basketball. So, get registered, do your research, and vote. Because the future of American democracy is depending on it. The Supreme Court, it's like the Beyoncé of the American government. Everyone knows their name, everyone has an opinion on them. And they have a huge impact on our lives, whether we like it or not. Now, imagine that Beyoncé is about to release a new album. But this time, the album is going to decide things like whether you have the right to marry who you want, control your own body, and even breathe clean air. That's kind of what's going on with the Supreme Court right now. The 2024 election will determine who gets to appoint the next few Supreme Court justices. And those justices, they'll be making decisions that affect America for decades to come. We're talking about issues like abortion, healthcare, gun control, climate change. You name it, the Supreme Court's got its gavel on it. So, yeah, this election is a big deal. It's like the season finale of your favorite show. Except instead of finding out who slept with who, we're finding out the fate of our fundamental rights. No pressure, voters. Section 4. Code Red for the planet climate change on the ballot. Remember that time you accidentally left the stove on and almost burned down your kitchen? That's kind of what we're doing to the planet right now. Except instead of a pot of pasta, we're burning the whole damn planet. And the 2024 election is our chance to finally put out the fire. Climate change isn't some abstract problem for future generations to deal with. It's here, it's real, and it's messing stuff up right now. We're talking about more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and hotter temperatures. Think Hurricane Katrina, but on a global scale. The candidates running for office in 2024 have very different ideas about how to handle this crisis. Some want to take bold action, like investing in renewable energy and reducing carbon emissions. Others think we should just keep burning fossil fuels and hope for the best. This election will determine whether America takes the lead in fighting climate change or falls behind while the rest of the world moves forward. The choice is ours. Let's hope we make the right one. Section 5. The economy. Whose wallet matters? Ah, the economy. It's like that friend who's always borrowing money but never seems to have any to pay you back. But instead of just annoying you, the economy has the power to make or break your life. The 2024 election will decide which direction America's economy takes. Will it be an economy that works for everyone or just those at the very top? Will we invest in education, healthcare, and infrastructure, or will we give more tax breaks to corporations and the wealthy? These are big questions, and the answers will have a real impact on your life. Will you be able to afford rent or a mortgage? Will you be able to send your kids to college? Will you be able to retire before you're 100 years old? So yeah, the 2024 election isn't just about politics, it's about your pocketbook. It's about your future, and it's about time we elect leaders who understand that. Section 6. Healthcare Hustle. A right or a privilege? In America, healthcare is like a game show where the prize is staying alive, and the only people who can afford to play are the ones who already won the lottery. It's a system that's confusing, expensive, and often downright cruel. The 2024 election will be a referendum on the future of healthcare in America. Will we finally join the rest of the developed world and provide healthcare for all? Or will we continue to let millions of Americans go bankrupt or even die because they can't afford to see a doctor? This is a moral issue as much as it is a political one. It's about whether we believe that everyone deserves access to quality healthcare, regardless of their income or employment status. It's about whether we value human life over corporate profits. The 2024 election is our chance to make our voices heard on this critical issue. Let's make sure we elect leaders who will fight for a healthcare system that works for everyone, not just the wealthy and well-connected. Section 7. Justice for All. The Fight for Equality. America, the land of opportunity where all men are created equal. Unless you're a woman, a person of color, LGBTQ+, an immigrant, or basically anyone who isn't a straight white dude. It's like the founders forgot to include a whole bunch of people in that whole life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness memo. The 2024 election is a chance to finally deliver on the promise of equality for all Americans. It's a chance to dismantle systemic racism, protect the rights of LGBTQ+ individuals, and ensure that everyone has an equal opportunity to succeed, regardless of their background or beliefs. This isn't just about being woke or politically correct, it's about basic human decency. It's about creating a society where everyone feels safe, respected, and valued. It's about time, America. The 2024 election is our chance to show the world that we're serious about creating a more just and equitable society. Let's not screw this up.